Good afternoon. Let's have some lunch. Psalms 53. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no Elohim." They have done corruptly, and they have done abominable unrighteousness. No one does good. Elohim looked down from the heavens on the children of men to see if there is a wise one seeking Elohim. They have all turned aside. They have together become filthy. No one is doing good, not even one. Have the workers of wickedness no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call on Elohim? There they are in great fear, where no fear was, for Elohim shall scatter the bones of him who encamps against you. You shall put them to shame, for Elohim has rejected them. Oh, that the deliverance of Yisrael would be given out of Zion. When Elohim turns back the captivity of his people, let Yaakov rejoice, let Yisrael be glad. O Elohim, save me by your name, and rightly rule me by your might. Hear my prayer, O Elohim. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen up against me, and cruel men have sought after my life. They have not set Elohim before them, Selah. See, Elohim is my helper. Yehovah is those who sustain my life. He repays evil to my enemies. Cut them off in your truth. Voluntarily I slaughter to you. I praise your name, O Yehovah, for it is good. For he has delivered me out of all distress, and my eye has looked upon my enemies. Give ear to my prayer, O Elohim, and do not hide yourself from my plea. Give heed to me and answer me. I wander and moan in my complaint. Because of the noise of the enemy, because of the outcry of the wrong, for they bring down wickedness upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is pained within me, and the frights of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling have come upon me, and shuddering covers me. And I said, who would give me wings like a dove? I would fly away and be at rest. See, I would wander far off. I would lodge in the wilderness, Selah. I wouldn't hasten my escape from the raging wind and storm. Confuse, O Yehovah, divide their tongues, for I saw violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around it on its walls. Wickedness and trouble are also in the midst of it. Coveting are in its midst. Oppression and deceit do not vanish from its streets. It is not an enemy who reproaches me that I could bear. No one who hates me, who is making himself great against me, then I could hide from him. But it was you, a man, my equal, my companion and my friend. We took sweet counsel together. We walked to the house of Elohim in the throng. Let death come upon them. Let them go down into Sheol alive. For evil is in their dwelling, in their midst. I call upon Elohim, and Yehovah saves me. Evening and morning, and at noon I complain and moan, and he hears my voice. He has redeemed my life in peace from the battle against me, for there were many against me. El, even he, sits enthroned from of old, does hear and afflict them, Selah. Those with whom there are no changes, those who do not fear Elohim. He has put forth his hands against those. He has broken his covenant. His mouth was smoother than curds, yet in his heart is fighting. His words were softer than oil, but they are drawn swords. Cast your burden on Jehovah, and let him sustain you. He never allows the righteous to be shaken. For you, O Elohim, do bring them down to the pit of destruction. Men of blood and deceit do not reach half their days. But I trust in you. Show me favor, O Elohim, for man would swallow me up. Fighting all day long, he oppresses me. My enemies would swallow me up all day long. For many are fighting against me, O Most High. In the day I am afraid, I trust in you. In Elohim, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted. I do not fear. What could flesh do to me? All day long they twist my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They stir up strife, they hide, they watch my steps, as they lie in wait for my life. Because of wickedness, cast them out. Put down the peoples in displeasure, O Elohim. You have counted my wanderings. You put my tears into your bottle. Are they not in your book? My enemies turn back in the day I call. This I know, because Elohim is for me. In Elohim, whose word I praise. In Jehovah, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted. I do not fear. What could man do to me? On me, O Elohim, are your vows. I render praises to you, for you have delivered my life from death, my feet from stumbling, that I might walk before Elohim in the light of the living. Show me favor, O Elohim, show me favor. For in you my being is taken refuge, and in the shadow of your wings I take refuge, until destruction passes by. I cry out to the Most High Elohim, to El, who is perfecting all matters for me. He sends from the heavens and saves me. He reproaches the one who would swallow me up, Selah. Elohim, send forth his loving commitment and his truth. My being is in the midst of the lions. I lie among those who breathe fire, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue is a sharp sword. Be exalted, O Elohim, above the heavens. Let your esteem be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my footsteps. My being was bowed down. They have dug a pit before me. They fell into the midst of it, Selah. My heart is firm, O Elohim. My heart is firm. I sing praise. Awake my esteem. Awake, harp and lyre. I awake the dawn. I praise you among the peoples, O Jehovah. I sing to you among the nations. For your loving commitment is great upon the heavens, and your truth unto the clouds. Be exalted above the heavens, O Elohim. Let your esteem be above all the earth.